Hi, my name is Ellen, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my experience with meditation and how it's helped me in my life. I'm also going to be sharing some useful tips and resources if you're interested in getting started with meditation as well. Okay, so with meditation, for me, at first, it was a little strange just to get started because, you're sitting there and you're trying to focus on your breath, and it's so easy to get distracted. I think a lot of people, when they start with meditation, you're constantly bombarded with all these different thoughts, and then you feel guilty for thinking during meditation. There's different ways of meditating, and the way that I practice is that I don't mind if I have thoughts that come up during my meditation. I actually just become more aware of them and just try to release them when I get them, and I try to forgive myself and not be so hard on myself if the thoughts come, because they probably will, especially when you're just starting out. So I think over time I've gotten better at meditation and just being able to clear my mind, and it's really amazing when you can focus on your breath and you realize that your mind is completely silent. It's really just such an amazing feeling, and for me, as someone who usually my mind is just constantly racing all the time, to really be able to slow down and to be able to really just listen to myself and listen to my body and just be aware of my thoughts and my emotions, it's been such an amazing practice. And I think for me, meditation has definitely helped me become more calm, more present in my life, and has just helped me become more understanding and patient. I definitely am a huge advocate for meditation, and one of the core reasons why is because I had an experience that happened to me where it really just showed me how powerful this practice can be. So when I was interning at a big tech company, there was a point where my manager had asked me to do something, and although I really was grateful for that internship, I knew, about a month or so in, that it wasn't the right fit for me. And so when she asked me to do that assignment, I immediately felt this sense of dread come over my body and it was just such a it was just really hard to really deal with. Eventually I found myself just finding it really difficult to breathe, and I got up and I went to find some random conference room and locked myself in, and suddenly it felt like the room was spinning. It was a really scary moment for me because I didn't really know what was happening, and my body was just having this really strong reaction. And around that time I had started getting into meditation, and so I took my phone and I opened up the Headspace app, which is this meditation app, and I started doing one of the meditations, and immediately my body started calming down. I could feel that I could breathe again, and the room stopped spinning as much. And that experience, I think about it often, and it just reminds me how powerful our breath can be and how important it is to really listen to our body. And so yeah, from all that, I am definitely I'm just so grateful for meditation, and that's why even to this day I practice it pretty regularly. I wouldn't say I do it every single day, but I definitely try to be as mindful as possible. And even before an interview or before a presentation, I will just take a couple of breaths, and for me that just helps me become more present in the moment, and just helps me calm my body down before doing anything that feels really important. I think for people who have anxiety, I think meditation can be really helpful. I know for me, I used to be very socially anxious, and meditation really helps me just not be so nervous anymore, and that's been really wonderful. If you're interested in starting meditation, I would highly recommend the Headspace app. That's how I really got started. It's great because they have little courses that you can do and little videos that help give you the mindset that's helpful when you're starting out with meditation. And also I would recommend looking at YouTube, and they have some guided meditations as well. I think when you're first starting out, having some guided meditation can be really helpful when you don't really know what to do. Then eventually you can just start meditating on your own. So nowadays I use Headspace sometimes, but I typically just, you know, close my eyes and I focus on my breath, and I do a body scan. So I will breathe and I will focus from the top of my head all the way down to the soles of my feet, and just kind of see if there's any places in my body that has any tension, and then I will work to release that tension in my body, and it just makes me feel a lot more calm and peaceful. So that's been my experience with meditation. As you can see, it's been really helpful for me. I hope that it's helpful for you too. I definitely think that everyone has their own practices as to how they relax and how they feel calm, but for me, meditation has definitely been one of my favorite ways. So I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!